What is going on YouTube? Is FlopFish here, and welcome back to the result of the trade day quickie in the morning. After a slow start, finally got some rolling here. And I know I just have to reject this one quickly. Rejected that. There we go. Hang on one second. Just gotta type something. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, it's a bit of a slow start, but ended up ramping up a little bit. I did have a couple offers on Stamkos, but I rejected it because Stamkos involves a fair amount of players, and if I'm not getting the price I want on him, then obviously I'm just gonna reject them right away because I don't think it's right for you guys to hold on to that. But we have Kari Lehtonen going here, so we have two options. He's at bids right now at 6,350. Or the trade offer, which is Justin Williams, who's 2K, which is 5 in total, 6, 7, 8, roughly 8K there. So that's actually a fairly solid trade, and I'll need the Carolina change team card anyways. So unless the bids get to over 8 to 9K, I'll probably end up taking the trade. Next up on Duchenne, we have Iginla, Girardi, and Ehrhoff in 5K. I don't know what Ehrhoff goes for, so I'll have to look him up. Then on Patrick Kane, we got Dustin Brown, Stanley Cup. That is too low. Kane actually sells fairly well, depending on the time of day. Next up, Marty St. Louis, we got David Booth, and 12K pretty much. 12K... makes that around I don't know. Okay, so we got Matt Carl here, and then the second trade's definitely better. The second trade is 7K, Perry and Havlat, and who else? Krejci. So probably gonna end up taking that one. Fairly solid trade there. Let's see. Let's go. So only one there. Nothing on Stamkos. Yeah, so Stamkos had Team of the Week haul, which is the 89 overall haul. Kulikov's only at 300. And then, let's see. That is way too low for Myers. Myers sells very well. So, there we go. We have two trades in on Patrick Sharp here. So we got Galchenyuk, Pacioretty, and Sharp. I'm going to take that one right now because that was a pre-arranged deal there, so thank you for that one. So yeah, that was a pre-arranged deal, which is the only reason why I'm taking it this early. I guess we'll send Galchenyuk to the trade pile. I'll put him up. Same with Sharp, and same with Pacioretty, and there we go. So that's all accepted there. That's from a Twitter follower and I think a subscriber as well. We were just DMing about it. That's what I was typing early on. So it looks like he's only going for 3K. We need to get him up to 8K in order to let the pucks go. The Duchenne trade, I had to look up Iggy quickly. So let's see. I think we got a little bit of time here. Let's just search for Iggy quickly here. Search for item. Left wing, Calgary. Is he left wing or right wing? I think he's right. It's probably going to be, yeah, so he's around 9K. So that's 14. I don't think Ehrhoff's 5K. I think I'm just going to sit on Duchenne. So 6.5. It's getting up there. Ehrhoff is... I think I'm just going to sit on Duchenne at that price. I'll wait and see. Because I know I can get an easy 20K for him, so that is 15. I don't think those other two are gonna sell for 5K. So I'm gonna reject it off of that premise here, and so 7,250, 8,000. So I think this is a tough decision because that's 5,000 minimum right there. I could get 6. 7, 8, 9. That expired. 8,400. So yeah, it's got to get up to 9. If it gets up to 9, think we're a little bit too late here. Oh no, we just got the offer in time. I think it might have just got bid up to 9, but taking the offer on it because I think that's actually a fairly solid offer, and I think the change team cards will sell well. So especially the Edmonton one. The Edmonton one's probably 1.5K. Sharks I can always use too. Let's see here. So up to 100K there. Nothing there. St. Louis. We got Mazzeros. That's way too low for St. Louis. We got Booth and 12K. That's around 15K. Gonna need a little bit more in my opinion on him, so I'm gonna reject it. And I know St. Louis is down a little bit right now in value. Let's see, Hossa. Let's take this Hossa trade. I believe we're gonna take that one. That one's fairly easy to take here. So let's see. There's a trade on Josh Harding, I know that. Nothing on Stamkos. Hossa trade, yeah, let's take the Hossa trade. So Perry, Havlat, and Krejci in 7K for Hossa. Fairly solid trade. Also the Subban, the regular Subban sold, and the Team of the Year Semin actually sold too. Like, people were wondering how come I'm pretty picky with that, and that's because they sell really well, and if something sells well, I'm going to probably hold on to it till it sells. And let's see here. Also, I think the next video, I'll try uploading another trade day later on. Like right after this pretty much. Alright, so we got an offering on Stamkos here. 17K plus Hall and Tavares. The Hall's probably 100K. Tavares, I've seen him go for 60 so much, which is bothering me with this. Because the 60 puts him at 177, and it's just, I know I can get 200K no problem for Stamkos, and I think I'd have trouble getting 200K for these two players. I think it's doable, but at the same time, I think I'm definitely better off with just Stamkos. I'll go check. Like, if I was actually building a team, I'd probably take that trade because the Hall and Stamkos are two great players, or the Hall and Tavares, but I don't know. I just there's something about that trade that I just don't want to take. And yeah, so 100K there. So he's really only going for 100K, and that's kind of concerning when you're putting up a 200K player, because if he's not going at 100K right away, then I really don't want him. Even with the 17K added, even though the other Tavares, the other lowest listed Tavares is at 80K, so if you take, it's at a 99K buy it now, so it's close to 200K if they both get bought now. And the Stamkos, while it'll take a little bit more time to sell, more than likely will have a better return value. And plus it's Stamkos. Who doesn't like Stamkos? Oh yeah, we have a trade on Josh Harding, which is 4 games plus Paul Martin. Nope. And then Anderson Stanley Cup. Might take the Anderson there unless he gets bids on him, but I don't think he will. So we'll just reject the first one because I don't think that's really gonna sell for much more than that. But let's see here. Let's see if I get another offer on him. I don't think I will, but I'm shocked some of these guys don't have offers actually. So yeah, like Stamkos, for example. Stamkos fluctuates up and down, but he's also a great piece in trading for bigger players. Like, for example, if I'm going to trade for, say, a Crosby, Stamkos looks a lot better than a lot of the players because you can get a little bit more out of him than, say, 200K in pucks, because you can kind of go a few ways with the pucks. So let's see here. There's a one trade on Harding there. Nothing else the rest of the way here. Actually, we have 2 on Peugeot, which is Iggy for Peugeot, and then 3K. Gonna reject that one because I know that's lower. Iggy isn't bad, but I still think I'm better off with just having Peugeot. Or Pago, however you want to pronounce it. Williams is the one that's going to throw me for a loop because I played 1 game with him and oh my goodness, he is good. He is very, very good. So let's see. Let's look up what Anderson sells for quickly here. It should be probably in the same ballpark in my opinion. So I mean, that's just personal preference there. They're getting a good start of the week goalie. I'm getting the brick wall and Anderson. Let's go to Ottawa here. If I can actually press the right button. Stanley start of the week. So 15, 5, 9, 8, 5, 8. It's a little bit lower. So I might actually have to pass on that. I actually like it to be a little bit higher, in my opinion. It's tough. I know I do have a little bit of wiggle room, but I think, what's the height? The height's going to be the big thing. 6'2", yeah. They're the same height. I think I'm going to want to keep the Josh Harding. I think the Anderson, I think they're equal trades. Just, there's not a lot of Josh Hardings, in my opinion, that come around. This is tough. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm gonna keep on to the Harding. I think it's a better story. And another trade on the St. Louis here. We have Gagne, Kostitsyn, and 2K. That's fairly solid, I think. I'll have to check up what Gagne goes for. I think he's 10K. If he's 10K, then I'll probably end up taking that trade. One on Phaneuf here, which is Keith and 5K. Phaneuf's a 20K sell. Guaranteed 20K sell. It's not even like a question. He's gonna sell for that much. It might take a little bit. So that's a little bit worrisome with that trade. So we're gonna look this up here. Left wing. NHL. And then LA, I guess. So this is for Gagne, 10K not selling, no bids. No bids at 10K, no bids at 6. So I think he's probably gonna be. It's probably a worse trade than what I initially thought on Havlat there, or not Havlat, St. Louis there. As the price on Kulikov is gonna start rising. So 2K, he hasn't sold yet. Does he have a training? Well, I thought he would have had a training at that rate, at that high of a speed. But I'd rather have St. Louis than Gagne, Kostitsyn, and definitely Van Riemsdyk. So gonna reject that one. I think the values there is a little bit low right now in what's his face in St. Louis. I think once his market value starts to rise a little bit, it'll be pretty good. But the Phaneuf trade here, Keith. We'll look up Keith. I think this will be close, but I think I'm gonna keep on to Phaneuf here. Keith is lefty, I believe, and Chicago. And the reason why I'm just keeping on to Keith or Phaneuf here is that I know I can get 21 to 23K minimum, like 20K minimum. So 15K not selling, yeah. There's only a few listed, but I mean, I think I'm just better off overall with keeping Phaneuf. So Kulikov sold for 600K, which is, or 600 pucks, which is kind of low in my opinion. Phaneuf, we're gonna have to reject that offer. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent offer, and if I really market it right, it could pay off more. But I know Phaneuf's more of a safe bet right now, and Phaneuf's a better bartering piece in my opinion than Keith is. So gonna reject that trade out of that premise, and so now we have 3K plus these guys. I think Jody Shelley actually probably would sell for 3K. I'll have to look quickly, because if he sells for like 3K, then that's actually a solid trade. Let's see, left wing NHL. This is gonna be Philly. Let's just bump up the price a little bit just to see if he's in this range here. Jody Shelley, yeah. See, people are price locking him at 2K. So I mean, you probably won't sell for that until you find the right Flyers collector. But him, Huskins, just I'll hang on to Peugeot for that. I'd take like 8K on Peugeot over that, but I wouldn't even take 8K on them. So it depends on the day, I guess. Depends what's up for auction, because there is a lot of good stuff up soon. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't think I'm gonna get any offers on these guys anymore. If I do, I'll let you guys know, and this will be uploaded probably. I'm gonna have to balance this out, so it's gonna be this trade day video, like listings, then the results, then the listings, and the results, then the results. Is how it's gonna work, I think. So anyways, guys, as always, thank you for your offers, thank you for the deals, take it easy, and peace out.